Okay, this video is going to show you how to do number 10 EPG endorsement graduation options. And it is imperative, very important, that you, when you click on the assignment, that you do the following things that I tell you to do. Please click on the PowerPoint. Once you go through the PowerPoint, there are several things that you need to look for. And make sure that you're watching the endorsement videos. I will be going back over this when I get back on Tuesday, and hopefully you have gotten a chance to watch it. If not, we will do it together. The second thing is make sure after you're done watching the PowerPoint that you download the EPG, and you're going to want to split your screen on this. Then the next thing is you're going to want to watch the video that I'm creating right now, how to do this assignment. Then click on the link and open up your Word document. Now, once you open up your Word document, okay, so if you get to your EPG and you get your table of contents and you scroll down where you see the 5 endorsements and you click on the business industry pathway, here's what it's going to look like. And as you can see, there are many different classes that you can take for this endorsement. And you got to choose either, in the first option, 4 classes that are coherent. That means 4 from that area, which are from the business, whether it's in marketing, finance, hospitality, whatever. That's what you're choosing from. So here are some of your options. 4 CTE classes. 1 has to be advanced, whether it's your junior or your senior year. It has to be advanced. The next one, as you can see over here in your English electives. Now your English electives are newspaper, debate, yearbook are your English electives. Now there is a combo where you do 2 from the CTE, whether it would be 2 in business or 2 in audiovisual area, and then maybe 2 in yearbook. So you got to do 2 and 2. Out of those 4 classes, 1 has to be in advanced out of the 4. So make sure you understand that. Now, we're going to fill this chart kind of like what's right here, and you're going to find some classes. So to do so, we're going to go back to our table of contents, and we're going to go look up the business industry endorsement. Now, in the table of contents, you're now going to want to find your career and technology education classes. And then you're going to want to go find your business management. Also, you need to remember there's audiovisual that's underneath business, but there are many classes that you can take. So, for instance, we're just going to go look up business administration. But if you go scrolling up, arts and technology and communication fall under the business endorsement. So if I wanted to do audiovisual, like Mr. Sullivan's class, then I'm going to choose 4 classes that I need to do. Now you can do that in a combination where you might only take 2 classes because they're 2 credits. Or you might take 2 classes because they're 3 credits. And you'll have more credits than what is necessary, but you won't have to take 4 classes. You'll take 3 where they add up to 4. So, depending on how you do your schedule, it all depends how many classes you can take and where you can take them. Right now, all we're doing is we're just fulfilling what we know we have to take to fulfill on this in this on this worksheet. Okay, so I chose audiovisual, and what we're going to do is we're going to look at the classes. You have to pay attention to this area right here, the prerequisites. If the class has a prerequisite, you must take that class before you take another class. And there you have to make sure you fulfill that. Otherwise, you will not be allowed to do so. So, in this case, we are looking at Introduction to Audiovisual Production. Well, it's 1 credit, but it says I have to take interactive multimedia. So that means I got to take this class before, and it is a 1 credit. That means it will go in both semesters. It's a year-long course. And if it is a half a semester, then it will only be on 1 semester. So we're going to put our classes in. Okay. I went ahead and filled out the classes for audiovisual, which are under the business endorsement. And as you can see, if you look at the introduction class, which is the first class, it says it's recommended. Doesn't mean you have to take 7201, but for most of y'all have taken Mr. Sullivan's class, so you would have an idea how to work interactive multimedia. So, doesn't mean you have to because it's not required. But to take audiovisual 1 and 2, you would have to have this class, the introduction. Well, as you can see, I have 1 class and only and then I have audiovisual 1, AV1, and AV2. Now, Coach, you said we had to have 4. Well, it adds up to 4 credits. Audiovisual 1 and audiovisual 2 are both 2 credit. Okay, I'm showing you what you need to do for your 4 English. Make sure you understand it is debate, newspaper, and yearbook. Do not get those confused with the language art electives. Now, they're underneath that, but you're looking for the speech and debate and journalism in the table of contents. Now, this is where you want to look, page 104. You practice this on your own and try to do this by putting in 4 credits, and make sure you watch which one is a credit and which is a half a credit, and then follow what the prerequisites that you have to do. And then save it, and then we will go over it together, and we'll be filling out this long worksheet together. Good luck.